Should I play Ground War? Nah, I know what I'm probably talking. Ground War? Maybe we can do... Kill confirmed. Let's try it. Hi everyone. Is my mic working?
Yes, your mic's working fine.
Oh, that's great.
I like your gay background, the rainbow. Nice.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thanks. You guys are really nice. Fags. Grrr. Brains. Oof, that is bright, but that's okay. Alright guys, let's get this started. Forgive the mess on my floor, I haven't vacuumed today. But, alright, you got your Xbox One controller. And I needed to start off by telling you this, that 90% of the people that watch this video, the instant I say this first thing, they're going to click away, because if you have even half a brain and the slightest knowledge of analog wiring, it's going to be a big light bulb that goes off in your head, and it's going to feel like someone just slapped you in the face with their penis, because you're going to be like, fuck, you're going to slap your forehead, said I could have had a V8, and you're going to know exactly what the problem was. This is one of those scenarios of you can't see the forest for the trees. But when you plug your mic into your controller, all chat comes from the controller. It stops coming out of the system and it comes from the controller. Now, in layman's terms, that means the controller becomes the audio source for chat. Now, what do you want to record? You want to record the chat. So if the chat is coming from the controller, it would make sense that you need to figure a way to record from the source, which is the controller. Now, after I said that, a lot of you have probably clicked away because you just figured it out. But for the remaining 10%, I'm going to go ahead and continue. You're going to need a do-it-yourself adapter. Now, I'm going to introduce you to Frankenstein here. The reason he's Frankenstein is because Frankenstein is always a work in progress. I'm always rewiring and doing everything I can to reduce the amount of resistance in the lines, because that gives you better quality sound and that gives you better audio. But this is Frankenstein. He is my do-it-yourself adapter. Again, a work in progress. I've had a splice here. I've got static wrap on another splice that I'm working on here, because I'm actually going to have another line coming off. 2.5 millimeter jack plug into my headset, into my Turtle Beaches. This is moot. It doesn't matter if it's 2.5, 3.5, whatever you use. This is just, it's a do-it-yourself adapter. It doesn't matter what it's connecting to. You need one of these because you are splitting from here. Now, what people don't know is if it's an adapter, even the official ones that are coming out that make the 360 headsets work with the Xbox One, they are digital to analog converters. That's all this is for. All right? Because it is an analog signal that's coming out, that's why you're able to split it using a stereo connector, because it's analog. So this method, this is even going to work with the official Xbox 360 to, or Xbox One to 360 adapter. It should even work on those as well, because they're splitting the digital signal into audio. If you get something like the new Poke 4-shot, I think, that's a digital one, and you won't be able to put this on there, because the way they're designed, you plug, basically, you're going to plug in just like so. And this end is actually going to go into your headphones, and everything is done, because you're going to receive all audio, 7.1, everything is going to come straight through the controller into your headset. It's basically going to be like wireless with one wire, if that makes sense. But we're going to get away, we're getting off subject here. So anyway, these connectors here, this is kind of moot. It doesn't matter. If you have half a brain, you know what you need. You know what connectors you need. All right, so we know this. This is the source of the chat audio when we want to record. We want to record. That's what's going down this wire. All right, so how do we record the audio? Simple. You just need one of these puppies here. All right, now it doesn't matter what size you get. you guys have got to be smart enough to understand what a Y splitter is, all right? Now, this particular Y splitter is completely 2.5 all the way around. All ends 2.5, 2.5 male, 2.5 female. This is completely that way, all right? Now, where this connects, here's my headphone adapter over here. Here's my headset. This is a PX21. I've got several, but this is the one I'm using currently. This is the PX21, all right? So all I need to do here is I'm going to take this. Now, you should understand, it doesn't matter if you plug the Y splitter into the controller side, if you've got a plug over here, or if you plug it in over here at the headphone side. It doesn't matter. If you know anything about analog audio, it doesn't give a shit which end it's plugged into. It's all wired into the same place, all right? So, there we go. Now, I take one end of my do-it-yourself adapter, plug it in into one side over here, voila, and then I take another cable. Again, all these cable connectors, 2.5, 3.5, that's moot. It doesn't matter. It's just kind of a diagram. This is what you need to make it work, all right? So now you've got your adapter over here. It's plugged into my chat headset, and then I'm going to take, this is a 2.5 millimeter end of this cable here, and I'm going to plug it in right there. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. I don't even need to show you how to hook that up. There. Boom. Okay. And now, this end, if you see what's going on here, I'm going to try to make this diagram. I guess I could call it a diagram. I'm going to try to make this simple so you guys see what's going on. Controller has chat audio coming through it. It's going into a splitter. Okay, so that means the chat audio is now being split. One end of the chat is going into my mic, so I can hear everything and say everything and talk on Xbox. And now we're splitting that same signal to this end, and that comes right over here and just gets plugged in to my computer. Into the mic. Boom. There we go. All right. Now I'll show you the next part. Okay guys, for this next part I'm going to show you basically kind of the computer setup real quick. It's not that hard to understand, but since I'm talking through my headset, you can see over here on Ghost, you see the little thing is moving, and if I mute the microphone you'll notice that it stops moving because it's not picking up any audio. Turn it back on, things turn yellow again. Okay, so the do-it-yourself adapter works fine. Alright, now what we'll do is we'll come over here, and I don't know if you can see this, but this is actually set up to the front input jack of my computer for the mic, and go ahead and hit record here. I'm still talking through the headset, and if you'll see here, test, 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 hit stop, play, and it'll do exactly what I just said. We're here, I'm still talking through the headset, and if you'll see here, test, test, test. Alright, that's done. I'm going to go ahead and undo this here. Now, there is a catch on this. Since it is going through a splitter, it does not care if I mute the controller. The controller's muted, and if you notice, I'll hit record over here, and it's still picking up my audio. It's still picking up my audio. Okay, that's the nature of the beast when you're dealing with splitters, so you're going to have to work around that if you want to do any serious editing. But this is my setup, what I like to do. I use Audacity because in post I like to clean up the audio for any background noise, fan noises, anything like that. I did want to show you there is the Elgato capture here. You can actually enable your microphone here and do the exact same thing. You can record a video with it as well. I don't, because this actually integrates the audio into the video, and it makes it a real pain in the ass to actually edit it, so I like to record my sound separately. I think that should cover it. That should get everyone started. Okay. Sorry, I wanted to get back to a cleaner audio source here while I talk to you guys for a minute. I did want to ask a big favor. I don't monetize any of my videos. I just do this stuff for fun. I'm retired, and it's just something to do. I noticed some people were having a little bit of trouble, so oops, I've got to enable my mic here so you see it actually moving on the screen there. But again, I don't ask for anything, but if you watch this video, if it helped you out, you know, hey, let me know it helped you out. If this video inspires you, or maybe you see a better way of wiring things, or a simpler way, or whatever, you know, if it was my video that gave you the idea, you know, hey, just give a shout out. I mean, come on, I would do the same thing for you. Again, this isn't, you know, nobody's trying to take bragging rights of who invented this or something, because there's no invention here. This is simple a Y splitter. I mean, who the fuck invented it? I didn't post any video about it because I thought it was that obvious, but I guess it wasn't, so I'm just trying to help you out. Also, don't put anything in my comments that says doesn't work, all right? Because it does work. You can see it's working right now. I'm recording this. It works fine. If you can't get it to work, that's your problem. That sounds harsh, but when I say it's your problem, I mean it's something on your end. You're doing something wrong. It works fine. These are do-it-yourself adapters. There is no manufacturer standard for these, which means every single one of them made is different. They're handmade. I don't know if you're using a single ground, a double ground, what type of solder you're using, how hot your soldering iron was. I don't know what type of connectors you're using. Are you using gold? Are you using silver? Are you using aluminum? Hell, most of the people that have do-it-yourself adapters don't even know anything about that, okay? But needless to say, if you have something that is different enough and it's not working, that's not me. You know, that's you. This method does work. It's a very simple thing to understand. You're splitting an analog signal. One goes into the computer to record it, one goes into your headset so you can use it, and that's said and done. But again, if I helped you out, let me know. If you have an oddball question, you know, maybe something that's just not that I didn't cover in the video, I'll see if I can't answer it. That's fine. But I don't have time to be covering a lot of people's, you know, how do you make a do-it-yourself adapter or whatever. That's not what this video was about. I just wanted to try and give people a heads up and, you know, hey, use the information. This is the internet. You know, put the idea out there, let the internet take it and run with it. And I know a lot of people are probably going to take this information and try to come up with this grand video, the proper way to do it, and, you know, get 1 million hits or something like that, and they're not even going to fucking mention me in it. But you know, that's the way the internet works, and I really wish there weren't that many jerks out there, but there are. So anyway, if I helped you out, let me know. If you can't get something to work, you know, let me know. I'll see what I can do, but don't tell me it doesn't work, because it does. Out.